South of the border, the murder trial involving once prominent South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh is trending online. This after he admitted to lying to investigators about not being at the scene minutes before the state says the fatal shootings took place almost 2 years ago. Manisa Danabalan joins us now to talk more about his testimony today. Manisa.
That's right, Kelly. Murdaugh decided to testify today, and even though he's admitted that he lied, he's adamant that he did not kill his wife and son. The case goes back to June 2021 when Murdaugh's wife and son were found shot to death at one of the family's properties.
I am going to testify. I want to testify.
Former South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh has decided to take the stand in his own defense in his double murder trial. He pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of murder and 2 weapons charges.
I didn't shoot my wife or my son anytime. Ever.
Prosecutors say Murdaugh killed his wife and son at the dog kennels on their estate in 2021 to distract from almost 100 financial misconduct charges the disbarred lawyer faces.
All of the money issues he had, the fact that he had stolen money from his law firm, the fact that he was facing this huge wrongful death case related to his son's boat accident where a young girl was killed. The defense attorney tried to get the judge to make a ruling yesterday that the prosecutor couldn't go into that area of questioning in the cross, but the judge denied that motion.
A civil rights attorney says it's always risky for a defendant to take the stand because jurors could get distracted, and it doesn't look good for Murdaugh. He previously told investigators that he hadn't been to the kennels on June 7th, the night his wife and son were killed. But a video recorded by Paul before he died at 8:44 p.m. that night says otherwise. Alex Murdaugh's voice can be heard in the background. Witnesses and he himself said it was indeed his own voice.
So he's got to explain why he has given a statement that is contradicted by this clip that was taken from his son's cell phone.
Murdaugh admitted he lied because of paranoid thinking from his drug addiction.
I did lie to them. My addiction evolved over time. I would get in these situations or circumstances where I would get paranoid thinking. And it could be anything that triggered it. It might be a look somebody gave me. It might be a reaction somebody had to something I did.
He had no choice but to admit that he lied because the evidence is so concrete. That video that he had no idea existed does exist, and it completely implicates him in putting him at the kennel, so he could not run from it, especially when you had various witnesses close to his family that identified his voice on the video.
Murdaugh testified that he left the kennels after removing a chicken from the mouth of one of their dogs. After that, he said he returned home and laid on the couch and then drove to visit his mother, unaware that Maggie and Paul had been killed. He got emotional when he described finding their bodies when he got back, adding that he grabbed a gun after in case someone was still out there.
Why did you go back to the house to get a gun?
Didn't know. I didn't know if somebody was still out there.
According to reports, Murdaugh also described his drug addiction and how he asked a man to shoot him in September 2021, but survived despite being shot in the head on the road. He said he turned himself in after he asked a former client to kill him so his oldest son, Buster, could get the insurance payout. Alex Murdaugh's testimony has been exploding on social media, with many skeptical of his statements and him admitting to lying. If he is found guilty, he could face 30 years to life in prison without parole, and the 2 weapons charges could add more time to that.